Good morning. It is November 13th, 2025. As you can probably tell, I'm in my car. So that means I'm on my way to work after dropping my son off from school. It also means that it's Thursday, so my internal battery is at about 15%. I'm extremely tired. My body's worn out and ready for the weekend. Thankfully, today is also my official Friday because I get every other Friday off, and this is my Friday off coming up. So that's going to be nice. I know I've mentioned it several times, but we are finally officially going to put up the Christmas tree this weekend. Decorate, so I have that to look forward to on my 3-day weekend. Right now I'm posting all these videos under one playlist, but I'm wondering if I should break them down by topic, if my brain can do that. Like, if I talk about health related things one day, post that in one playlist. If I talk about financial things one day, put that in a playlist. Not that I guess anyone cares what I'm talking about, like actually talking about. If there are people out there like me, then I just like to hear some people talk, Maybe pick up a pointer here or there and apply it to my own life. See how it works. But more than likely, I'll just keep them all in one playlist, and eventually I'll get around to actually discussing things that are related to what I started doing this for, which is, we might do that this weekend too. I might use Saturday or Sunday to record a video actually breaking down and explaining what's going on with my YouTube channel, why I have this sudden change in topics, and why I'm focusing on those. So yeah, I don't really have anything big to cover this morning that's going on. I started this week by going into work with a new attitude, or trying to get a new attitude going on, where I'm focused on things that need to be taken care of. Monday we had a huddle. I told you guys that I discussed the idea of teamwork, we don't need people just walking around complaining about everything, or watching people make mistakes and then running to tell me or my supervisor, hey, come look what they did wrong. Those aren't good teammates. Those aren't good workers. I wouldn't want to work with someone like that, and I'm sure other people wouldn't either. Go in, help each other, do right, and get out of there. That didn't go over well with a couple of people, it seems. Also, we discussed standing around. We have folks that like to stand around a lot. I'm sure all jobs and positions do. But that doesn't help anyone. And it just makes you look bad in the long run. So yeah, this has been a week focusing on leadership, work ethic. And I'm okay with that. I need to address that sometimes. I never wanted a leadership position, but I do enjoy it now that I'm there. I think maybe I should have been looking for one sooner. I'm not saying I'm cut out for it, but I do enjoy it. I like trying to make things work and change things for the better. And having the ability to actually do that is really nice. So, I'm sorry, my Siri thinks I'm talking to her. But yeah, other than leadership this week, I don't really have a lot going on. Sorry, I just ran a red light. Back to it. I'm really concerned that I'm not doing something right now, because we're having issues come up to where one of the people my speech was addressed to, they do a good job. They're a really good worker. I have no real complaints about them other than they're very impatient with trying to train people, but they're very knowledgeable. They know the job, they know how to do it, but they want everything to go their way, I feel. And if it doesn't, or you disagree with them, they get very upset, and then I'm not saying they want to sabotage things, but maybe they don't point things out that they should, just out of spite, maybe. But anyway, I should save that. I need to work on myself. I need to tighten up, run a tighter ship, I guess. I try to be a leader that lets their employees work without micromanaging. Everyone on our team right now knows what to do. They know what to come into. They know what they're going to leave with. But I feel I'm not performing my job to the best of the ability because I'm too lenient. I let things go that I shouldn't, and I need to stop that. And I guess today's as good a day as any. So when I first took over this position, I was still in the mindset of I had to be on the floor and doing everything for them to help them get by. And my boss finally told me, he's like, you need to step back and release the reins and let them do the job while you instruct them and guide them in the right direction. And that was very hard for me, because I've always been a, if you want it done right, do it yourself kind of guy. So that was my first big I'm sorry. Sometimes I have trouble finding the right words, but that was the first thing I had to change about myself. I had to release the reins, trust my guys to do the right thing, and let them know that I trusted them to do it. So yeah, I do still feel bad sometimes when I'm giving direction, and I feel that they're overwhelmed, so I do try to still step in a couple of times, but not as bad as I used to. And I think it's worked out for everybody. I have leadership guilt because I was on the floor for so long and doing what they're doing. Sometimes when I give them direction, I feel bad because I'm like, they're probably thinking I'm just sitting over here on my butt when I'm doing other things that is helping the team along. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to talk all day. I'm just addressing my own faults and trying to get my thoughts together on what I need to do better to make sure the team runs smoothly, whether or not everyone's on board, how to fill gaps when it comes to troublesome employees, and how to prevent sabotage and self-sabotage that would play against our team. So gonna think about that today. I'm gonna run some ideas by some people that I trust to give me advice, and just see what the overall opinion is on what we can do better. But yeah, other than that, we're doing good this morning. Gonna be a good day. We're gonna take it one step at a time. Baby steps, baby. Baby steps.